And hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of The Zone TV Movie Entertainment with me, your host, Jonathan, once again bringing you my thoughts and review for today's two-part episode of The Bad Batch Season 2, Episode 7 and 8. So two episodes dropped today, which is kind of new. I don't know if this was because this was the last two episodes or maybe the finale or the mid-season finale. I don't know. But they dropped two episodes, so let's talk about both of them together because they both actually are connected to each other. So, yeah, let's talk about it. So, some spoilers ahead if you've not seen this episode, but yeah. So in this first part one, episode 7, we go to the Senate back in Kamino. We go to the Senate. The senators all doing their thing, trying to vote. But a new topic comes along where they decide, hey, listen, we want to talk about, what are we going to do about the remaining clones? What are they going to do about it? The Emperor and the Empire, they want something fresh, they want something new. But then again, we're not really sure how we're going to, dismantle the clones, So all the councils throughout the galaxy, they come together and they all talk about it. And then, of course, there's this one senator who's like, hey, listen, these people are people too. We have to give them their freedom. And she's talking about, we need to give the clones some, recognition. We need to say thank you for serving the Republic Galaxy and all that. And some of them, especially the Empire side, is like, nah, we just want to shut them down so we can move forward. Basically, this is all about, shutting down the clone program so that way it can make way for the Stormtroopers. Which we all know the Stormtroopers come after the clones through episodes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You know what I mean? So, you have the senator. She starts going around talking to the clones like, hey, listen, I want to help you guys. I want to support you guys, but I need your help to do this, and that. Then she gets information, some top secret information about basically finding out that Kamino got destroyed. There was a big conspiracy about it, about how maybe the Kamino got destroyed by a severe weather storm because it's in the middle of the ocean. So there's that. But then she finds out that it wasn't that the Empire literally obliterated it out of existence because they want to make sure all the clones are gone. No more clones can be threats to the Empire because of what happened with the Bad Batch. It goes all the way back to the Bad Batch. The Bad Batch were clones, but they were defective, but yet they weren't sure if they can still follow orders, and they really didn't. Then they didn't follow the Order 66 protocol, and then that leads them into where we are today. So, of course, the senator tries to get information. She finds one clone who's like, hey, listen, the Empire was behind all that attack. I was there. I saw it. There's evidence about it. He's trying to run for his life. The senator's trying to help. They go after her as well. And then the rogue clone goes and finds Captain Rex. We all know who he was. He ends up showing up a little too late, but he ends up helping the senator. And basically it ends right there where the Bad Batch gets called in. And now this is episode 8 where the Bad Batch shows up. And they find out the information about, hey, listen, we have information that the Empire destroyed Kamino. We have the proof. It's on one of their galactic ships. Gotta go get it. Because one of the clone that had the information, he left a copy of it in a hard drive in their ship. So that way somebody can get it if they can and present it to the council. Typical, simple spy mission right there. So the clones, so the Bad Batch do their thing. They go in, go out. Which I was surprised that they went in and out really quickly. Obviously they had some trouble, but still, it felt really okay, here's the mission. Here's your goal. Have fun. They did their thing. A couple little roadblocks in their way, and then they did the thing without a hiccup. So it was very interesting. But then again, the big twist at the end, which was that makes sense why it was so easy for them to capture the information that they needed. Obviously, they get it. Then they gave it to the council. The council represents it to show the entire Senate, hey, listen, the Empire set this all up. They wanted to destroy Kamino. what's gonna happen now? And of course, Big Daddy shows up, the Emperor himself, Palpatine, which, by the way, looks amazing. The Emperor shows up, and he's like, oh, I am so devastated that one of my own will betray us like that and attack a place like Kamino. Basically meaning he covered it up and is like, oh yeah, a rogue guy from our side goofed up. He's responsible. We had no intention of doing that. He did it on his own terms, basically putting their own guy under the bus, which is typical fashion Emperor would do, because that's what he does to cover up his own tracks. Because remember, the Emperor is always like 6 steps ahead of everybody. So yeah, that's why everybody was so afraid to go against the Empire, except for the rebels, obviously. But you know, this was pre-rebels. You know, this is before any of the stuff started happening. You know, before the rebellion literally started. You know, where everybody was afraid of the Emperor and the Empire itself. But yeah, but I really thought this episode was pretty interesting. I should have known that they got the information too quickly, only to have the Emperor turn that around and be like, oh yeah, he was rogue. Let's arrest him in front of everybody, so that way he plays good guy, and everybody can bow down to the Emperor and be like, oh yeah, the Emperor's so great. He's so perfect for the galaxy and all that. It's all cover up, and it's all that Echo at the end of it ends up staying with Captain Rex so he can help continue trying to fight for the clones with the Senator. They all got mad because the Emperor pretty much swept it under the bus, and it ends like that. Look, gotta be honest, I thought this was pretty interesting because it does set up what point in time does the Stormtroopers officially start emerging. The clones have always been there, but when did the program started with the Stormtroopers? The Stormtroopers started coming. We don't see the Stormtroopers until episode 4, but where did that actually begin? This is the path that it does go on to, so I thought that was pretty interesting. So for these 2 episodes being connected, did a good job of explaining about the whole why they want to shut down the program, why they want the Stormtroopers to show up, the Emperor being like 6 steps ahead of everybody like he always is, and him showing them why he always wins. And I thought that stuff worked. I thought the episodes were really cool. If this is the mid-season finale, alright, cool. I can't wait to see more. If this is the season finale, and maybe there's another season, what a way to end it. Season 2 was pretty cool. Wasn't the best, but it was okay. But we just got to see what happens next. So leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys thought. Stay tuned for more. Thank you very much, and have a good day.